today's topic is all about confidence and basically what does confidence mean to you. So the importance of having confidence is how we feel. So it's always great to feel amazing each and every single day, and the best gift you can give to yourself is feeling great. And the main way, or one of the ways or strategies that you can actually do it, is actually making a decision or a commitment to actually decide whether you're going to have the confidence and build onto the confidence, right? And it's a daily decision each and every day. My name is Davina Iris-Williams, and I'm a teacher and I'm a coach. And a bit about my background, why I believe confidence is essential to life. When I was 5 years old and in primary school, I never spoke to anyone, any student, any teacher. I did not believe in myself. I labelled myself as shy. And I was determined that even at that same age of 5 that I wanted to be a teacher, but it wasn't possible if I didn't have the confidence and didn't believe in myself. So I needed to really dig in deep to find out that if you really believe that you're not confident, then you will not be confident for your whole life. So you can't label yourself as not confident or shy. You need to say, well, I am determined to find a way to be more confident each and every day. What do I need to do? So what I did when I was a little girl, I used to teach my teddies every single day for hours on end in order to elevate my voice and be able to project my voice in the back of the room. That took time, that took practice. Even though I didn't believe in myself, I had to make a decision that even though I was shy and didn't really want to talk, I had no choice if I want to do my dreams. Okay, so there's always a way that you can do it, but first comes the decision. The same way is that I always wanted to be fit and healthy, but yet I was still eating ice cream because I didn't make the decision to be fit. The day and the time that I decided right now that I've had enough of eating ice cream, I'm determined to put myself first. I do want to have a lean body, but what do I need to do? I need to do the action steps required to take it. So I have a personal trainer 3 days a week and I'm eating healthy. But if I didn't make the decision not to, I wouldn't do it. So everything starts with a decision. Whatever you want to do in life, you need to decide that it's something that you want to do and act from that place. Because at the end of the day, our mind is programmed to think of negative and false beliefs that try to tell us, no, we can't achieve it, we have to ignore it, and not make excuses for why we haven't got the results in life. We have to be 100% responsible for all decisions that we have, whether good or bad, and the only way to change it is to change our actions and results. So the first thing that you need to do is write out or think about what do you choose to believe, and then find evidence to support that belief and act from that aligned action, and act from that same belief, and find evidence to support what it is that you want to believe. So a lot of us believe that we're not good enough, but we need to change and find evidence when we are good enough. Look at the accomplishments that you have done so far. Like, we've all accomplished so many great things, but you're just not even aware of what you've actually accomplished because you haven't realised or appreciated or recognised how amazing that you actually are. From the core, you're always looking for something else. What's the next step? What's the better thing to do? Well, let's appreciate where we are right now and focus on where you are right now, and then work on to where you want to be in the future. Appreciate everything, every single time of your life. You need to have that attitude of gratitude every day. Be grateful for so many things in your life, and even when things are going bad, you can be grateful that you're alive, and that's the best gift that you can ever have. And then work from that. And the main thing is as well is that you need to love yourself unconditionally first. You can't love others unless you love yourself. So you need to be conscious of how you can actually find ways in self-care where you can build yourself up. And I know that when we grew up, people go, well, you can't be egotistic, you can't love yourself, you might be classified as a lover, but that's what you need to be. You need to love yourself so it shines out. It's like a magnetic, that everyone can, be engaged and love it and will love you back. Because whatever shows out in your external life or in your world is what you believe in yourself. So if someone's yelling at you or being unkind to you or insulting you, it's because you're not being kind to yourself. So you need to put that kindness back by finding ways to, think of positive thoughts. Like, write down every day, or in your mind if you don't want to write down, what do you love about yourself every single day. Not just a one thing or something you want to do on your birthday, you do it every single day. And I know for a long time I thought, well, it's very egotistic, it's very weird, but it's like, no, you have to love yourself. When you love yourself, you can love onto others, and then they can love onto others, and it's a domino effect. There's no such thing as competition in life, because if we all band together and support one another and uplift everyone, we all win, right? If you don't believe that, if you believe that if you have competition and that, or you're afraid that things won't go well because there's just too many people or whatever it is, then you're having that thinking of lack, and lack is where nothing grows from it. If we all join together and do the best that we can, we will receive everything that we want together. There's always that premise of always see it with love, not fear. Again, our mind is programmed to think of fear, but we need to turn it back into into love. How can we turn it into love? How can we love onto others and love on ourselves unconditionally? That's the first thing that you need to look at. You need to do whatever you want to do. Meditate, do yoga, also, walk in nature and do whatever you can. Like, I'm quite dark because I've been walking in nature every single day. And you can do it every day, it's for free. Why not? You're so important, you deserve to have it all. In order to do that, you need to love yourself completely so you can shine that light to others, right? And it all comes with a choice, right? And we can't control what happens in life, and there are things in life that are uncontrollable and bad things that happen, and things where you think, well, you sort of want to give up, or you just don't feel good, but you just need to bring yourself up and know that you can't control external circumstances or what happens in your life, but you can control how you feel about it, and that is a choice. And if you choose to have the emotion of being angry or upset, then you're not going to feel very good about yourself, and therefore over time you're going to feel worse and you're not going to achieve exactly it is what you want to do. You can choose to feel good about it, even if it's so hard to feel at that time to feel bad, but you need to feel good about yourself. That's a precious gift that you can ever get. No matter money, no matter success, no matter anything can give you that feeling where you feel utterly to your core, that you feel absolutely amazing and good each and every day. Nothing can buy that. You can actually switch it and otherwise, and remove yourself from the victim mentality and know that it is up to us to choose the emotions that we have no matter what has happened, no matter good or bad. And I knew that for a fact because it was just this time last year when I was on the verge of darkness, I was on the verge of suicide, and what got me through that was that I needed to pick myself up. It was a choice. If I wanted to be there and weep and cry all my life, then my outcomes would be determined based on that. I knew that I wanted better results, better outcomes for my life, so I had to make the better decision to feel happy about the situation, even though I'm not, and even though it still bites me to this day very much. And I just want to crawl on a ball and just forget about it. But no, it's a choice. To pick myself up and to do it for others so others can believe in themselves, because that's the whole purpose of life, is to help one another. It's not about to live in sadness because you're not helping yourself, but you're also not helping other people. So you need to really look into that. And what you can do is a way to have an empowered mindset or a positive mindset. If you don't like to write every day, but think in your mind, just keep on repeating time and time again. If you're not thinking positive, you're thinking of negative things. So you just have to change it into positive thoughts. What do you love about yourself? What is so good about yourself? Even if you're just staring into space, or even right now, as I'm talking, think about all the reasons why you love yourself over again. I want you to all do that. I'm going to give you a few minutes, and just in your mind, just write down how amazing you are, how beautiful you are, how much you've achieved in life. You're amazing, you're a good mother, you're a good daughter, you've achieved so much over and over and over again. You can do it right now. I'll just give you a minute. Okay, great. I know it sounds weird at first and it might take longer. You're thinking, okay, this is crap and this feels weird. I don't like to think about these positive thoughts. But time and time again, the more you think about it each and every day, every time you have a spare moment, whether you're waiting for the bus, the train, or at work where you feel a little bit upset, keep on saying these positive thoughts over and over again, and then you'll see it reflected in your life. Okay, so it's a work in progress. It's something that you need to do every single day, and it's not an overnight thing. Okay, it does take time. It is something that you need to commit to daily, not just do it once a week and expect to see results. It's an everyday thing. We need to train our mind to think positive each and every time, and have pictures in your mind, whatever works best for you. If you'd like to see pictures or where you want to be, and then go for that. I knew at 5 I was going to be a teacher, regardless of the circumstances. People told me, you're dreaming, you're from Campbelltown, how can you you teach, you can't even talk. I never for a second listened to them. I knew that I would be, and I did, because I did what it took to get there. I had the image of the mind where I wanted to be, not where I wanted to be. You need to act, what do I need to do in order to get and to line up to where you are, to where you want to be, right? And it's up to you whether you want it or not as well. And no one can make you feel inferior unless you allow them to. It's always a choice. It will always ever be a choice. If you allow people to make you feel inferior, less confident, either you can listen to them, you can either help them, or you can let them go. Okay, again, it's always going to be a choice in life. And always remember that you're amazing just the way you are, and to be, your true self, and find who you truly are, because that's when you can find the people that will like you for you, and not be scared to be who you are. If you're different, even better, because you've come so far. You should appreciate who you are and what you are and what you can bring to this world, because we can all bring different and beautiful things. And you're special. You don't need outside approval. All you need is that approval inside, deep down, and to know that you fully believe in yourself, and that you'll get through any situation, circumstances, and no one else can uplift you or get you out of it. It is always you, and only you too, who will get you through any situation and circumstance in life. But it is only you. It is no one else that can do it. If someone puts you down, it's up to you. It's basically, you can allow them to put you down, and you can allow that to ruin your life, and you can allow that to dictate the results that you have in your life and what shows up, or you can actually ignore them and help them and let them go and still get the results anyway. Everything always comes and starts with a choice, and it all ends with you. And conviction. Basically, conviction is a bit of a step onto confidence, and conviction is believing in yourself to a core. So that what that means is to be 100% sold on you and everything about you, loving every single fiber of your body, and not worrying about what has happened in the past. It doesn't matter what has happened in the past. All that matters is what's happening right now in the future. The past doesn't dictate the future unless you allow it to. Again, it is simply a choice. You just need to be fully loving and believing yourself. The same way, if I mispronounce your name, or if I said, I change your name to a different name, so my name's Lavina, but if someone called me Sarah, I'd be like, no, my name is Lavina, with so much utter conviction and so sold on myself. That's the same way that you need to be sold on who you are, what you stand for, what you bring to the world, whatever your passion is and whatever your purpose in life. That's what you need to be living. And if you believe in yourself enough, that's when it can bring out to people, and people will believe in that, and also that will help one another. Always remember, it's not about what you have. A lot of people, or the rules of society is like, you have to be this, you have to be that, you can't do this, you can't do that. Whereas where does it get you? It doesn't matter about the rules. You make your own rules just by being you, and you bring your own gifts just by being you. You don't need to be or dictated by anyone else, or no one can change whoever you want to be whoever you want, regardless whether people like it or not. If they don't like it, again, you're not for everyone. Some people will like you, some people won't like you, but at the end of the day, you need to be truly to you in order to have the true happiness that you could ever have. No amount of money, possessions, degree, job will ever feel the happiness that you have in your life. You think that, okay, I'll be happy when I get a good job, or I'll be happy when I get that house, I'll be happy when I get the car. No, you have to be happy now with what you've got, and having that confidence and that belief and love for yourself will get you so far. Do you have any questions? Yeah, thank you for listening. Bye.